You know, one of the biggest things to happen in gaming at the turn of the millennium was when Konami got back the rights to Frogger. I'm sorry, did I say one of the biggest things to happen? Because I meant the opposite. I mean, come on, let's be honest. When you get back the rights to Frogger in 2001, you start to notice the warts at that point. It's funny how times change. I mean, not only for Frogger, but especially for the approach people take to rebooting games like Frogger. These days, a new Frogger game would more than likely be overtly retro. I mean, old school is the new school. But a decade ago, a new Frogger game meant, oh, add a story and a lava world. So, here it is. Frogger's Adventures 2, The Lost Wand, one of the many examples of a publisher trying to revitalize a legendary arcade series with really strange ideas. And the thing is, the game actually has its moments, and some of it's pretty clever, but for the most part, the design just seems kind of misguided, and even generic. So you play as Frogger, alright, so far so good, and the Eternity Wand has been shattered into 5 pieces. Uh-oh, getting a little bumpy. You have to retrieve each piece from its own world. Jungle world, snow world, a lava world. Oh boy. I guess when you wanted to make a classic game modern in 2002, making it as cliched as possible was step 1. Look, I'll be honest, the story, all the genericness, when you're a simple arcade game, all that excess nonsense is exactly what you don't need. That's the thing about Frogger's Adventures 2, The Lost Wand. If you can get past that stuff, there's actually a pretty interesting game in there. It takes the original Frogger concept and puts it into a bigger, more complex framework. For better and worse. So there are 2 different kinds of levels, one of which is great. Frogger's on these mazes, suspended in midair. And since movement is old school Frogger, you have to navigate the mazes 1 tile at a time. You can also do a long jump, which jumps 2 spots. So there's actually a bit of puzzle solving here, figuring out not only where to jump to, but where to jump from. Sadly, the other levels are less interesting. They're more open worlds, and in those environments, Frogger's retro movement feels incredibly limited and out of place. In fact, a lot of this game feels out of place. I mean, all it really needed to be is a bunch of the maze levels, lots of clever puzzles. Instead, it tries to turn Frogger into something it's not, never was. When the game's at its best, you're thinking hard about your jumps, enjoying the really challenging level layouts. When it's at its worst, you're wondering why Frogger needs a story at all. Why he dies when he falls in the water. Alright, I guess some things about Frogger never made sense.